In this video, we're diving into how you can make real money with email marketing automation. And we're gonna be using Omnisend to do it. What's going on, everyone? My name's Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you build smarter online businesses and side hustles that actually make money, not just look good on paper. Now, email marketing might sound a little boring, maybe even a little outdated, but the truth is it's still one of the best ways to build real income, especially when you add automation into the mix. And the best part is that once you set it up, it keeps working for you in the background. All right, let's get into it. Why email marketing still works in 2025. Let's start with a simple question. How many times have you checked your email today? Chances are you've already opened your inbox a few times. You're not alone. People are still glued to their email, and that's exactly why it still works. Email isn't about spamming people or sending daily sales blasts. When you use it right, when it's automated and well targeted, it can quietly become your highest converting marketing channel. No joke. Some businesses pull in 30 to 40% of their total revenue from email, and it doesn't even require that big of a list. You can make real money with just a few hundred engaged subscribers. The trick is sending the right message to the right person at the right time. And that's where automation comes in. What makes Omnisend different? Omnisend is like your email marketing assistant that doesn't sleep. You set it up once and it keeps doing the heavy lifting for you. Unlike some other platforms out there that are super clunky or expensive, Omnisend is made for small businesses and creators. It has a free plan that actually lets you do quite a bit. Collect emails, send campaigns, create automations. You can even do SMS marketing. And the interface, it's super clean. Everything's drag and drop. You don't need to know how to code. You don't even need to be a designer. You can build pop-ups, automate welcome emails, recover abandoned cards, segment your audience, and it all works together in one place. Now, if you want to get started with Omnisend and you also want to save a little money, then click the link down below in the description. It'll bring you to this page right here where all you need to do is click on the link and enter this code at checkout that we'll have right here on the screen. Getting started with Omnisend is super easy. Just click the link down in the description and you can either choose a plan and get started, or just click on start free and you'll be walked through the sign up. You can connect it directly to platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce. And if you're not running an e-commerce store, that's fine too. It works for creators, digital product sellers, service providers, you name it. Once you're in, you'll land on a dashboard with tabs for campaigns, automations, forms, audience, and reports. This is where everything lives. But don't get overwhelmed, we'll go one step at a time. So to sign up, like I said, just click down below and you can even just click on start free. And getting set up is super easy. You can either sign up with a Shopify, your Gmail, or just an email. Takes just a couple seconds and it's super easy. Once you're logged in, this is what the dashboard looks like. So you can set up goals, you can come to your overview section, you can come to a live view. Step 2, start collecting emails without being annoying. All right, so here's the deal. You can't send emails without email addresses. So your first job is to build a list. And not just any list. You want a list of people who actually want to hear from you. Now, Omnisend makes this easy with built-in pop-ups, embedded forms, and even landing pages. The most common one is a pop-up form. But here's where most people mess up. They throw up an ugly pop-up asking for an email, and they give zero reason why anyone should care. Instead, give people a reason to sign up. Offer a small discount, a freebie, or early access to something cool. Always ask yourself, what's in it for them? All people care about is themselves. So play to that. You want to keep the form short. Just name an email. You don't need their birthday, favorite color, or their mother's maiden name. You can also delay the pop-up so it shows up after 10 or 20 seconds. Or you can use exit intent, where the pop-up appears when someone's about to leave your site. That way, it's less annoying and more effective. Now, here's a pro tip. You can set up a two-step pop-up. First, they give you their email, then you can ask for their phone number. This way, you can get both without overwhelming them all at once. So let's go ahead and take a look at a pop-up form right now. So to do that in Omnisend, we'll come over here on the left-hand side and click on Forms, and we can go ahead and click on Create a Form. Now, right here under Recommended is an email and SMS branded multi-step welcome discount. This thing is amazing. It's almost weird how good it is for how simple it is, but I think that's the beauty in it. So go ahead and click on Use Template, and here this is where you can go ahead and customize everything. If you wanted to add anything to this, you can go ahead and just drag and drop it over here on the left-hand side, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. It works really great as as it is. Now, if we come over here on the right-hand side, we can click on display, and this is where we can choose when we want this pop-up to show up, whether that's based on page visits, time on page, scroll depth, exit intent, or some combination of that. Now, down below here, this is where you can see the different steps. So here, step 1, we're just asking for their email. Step 2, we're asking for their phone number. Then it'll show what their success, as well as if they've already signed up and they try to sign up again, it'll say they're already subscribed. Now you can go in here and move steps, switch steps, delete steps, or even add steps. But I think as it is right here, this works out really well. So you can go ahead and just click save and close, or if you're ready for this to be live, you can go ahead and click enable form. Once you start collecting emails, what happens next? Most people either A, do nothing, or B, send one awkward welcome email and then disappear for 3 months. We're not going to do that here. Instead, we're going to set up a welcome sequence, a series of emails that go out automatically the moment someone joins your list. Inside Omnisend, click on the Automation tab and choose the Welcome Series template. You'll see a flow that might look something like this. Email number 1, thank them for signing up. Give the freebie or the discount. Email number 2, a day later, share your story or why your brand exists. Email 3, 2 days later, highlight a best-selling product or most popular content. Email 4, optional. You can show testimonials, reviews, or proof of value. What this does is this builds trust without being pushy. It's your chance to introduce yourself, explain what they can expect, and get that first click or sale. You can edit every email using Omnisend's drag and drop editor, add your logo, change the colors, no coding needed. So let's go ahead and set that up now. Over here on the left-hand side, we'll go ahead and click on Automation, and we can click on Create Workflow in the top right corner. Now we've got some different welcome options here, or if we want to see only welcome options, we can click on that right here. Let's click on this welcome email times 3, and we'll click on Customize Workflow. Now this is the automation builder. This is where you set up when and how emails are sent, not necessarily the specific emails themselves, though we can access them from here. So here, this is like the trigger. This is what starts it all off. So customers enter the workflow when they subscribe to marketing. They exit the workflow when they place an order. And if you want to go check it out, we can click on Edit Content, and this will open up the email editor, and we can edit that specific email itself. Now, once we're happy with it, we can click Finish Editing, and that'll bring us back to the automation flow here. Next, it's going to wait a day and then send the next email. And again, if we want to edit it, we can do that right here. And finally, it's going to wait 4 days and then send that final. Now again, this customer exits the workflow when they place an order or it just runs out. So essentially it's sending 3 emails with a 10% discount, hoping to get you to buy. So that's great. And let's say they send the first email, they don't buy, they send the second email and then they buy, then they won't get sent the third email. Step 4, recover abandoned carts. Here's a stat that might hurt a little. Around 70% of online shopping carts are abandoned. It's really quite sad. Someone goes to your site, adds something to their cart, and then they vanish. But here's the good news. A lot of them are still thinking about it. That's where abandoned cart emails come in. And yes, you guessed it, Omnisend has a pre-built flow for this as well. Now, the moment that someone adds something to their cart and leaves, this automation kicks in. It'll look something like this. Email number 1, hey, you forgot something, and then wait 10 hours until email 2. Still thinking it over? Here's 10% off. Day, email number 3, last chance to grab it before it's gone. Now you can even add SMS reminders to this flow, which is super handy if you also collected their phone number. And just like that, you're making money from people who would have otherwise bounced. So let's take a look at that automation now. So we can click on Create Workflow, and we'll come here to Cart Abandonment, and we'll go to Abandoned Cart, and we can click on Customize Workflow. Again, just another thing I love about Omnisend is it has all this stuff pre-built for you. Now, obviously you're gonna need to go in and tweak it a little bit, but it's so much better than just staring at a blank screen. So again, we come in here and customers get added to this workflow when they add an item to their cart, and they exit it when they place an order or they start their checkout. So here we go. Let's check out this first email. It's saying what happened. We notice you left some items in your cart. These items could be gone soon, so grab them while you can. Then it's going to wait 11 hours and send this other message here, and then it's going to wait 12 hours hours and send this third email where it gives them a 15% discount, which is pretty sweet. Step 5, segment your list so you're not blasting everyone. One of the most powerful features in Omnisend is segmentation. This just means splitting your email list into different groups, like people who bought something versus people who didn't, or folks who opened your last 3 emails versus people who haven't engaged in months. Here's why this matters. Someone just bought from you. They probably don't need another buy now email tomorrow, but they might love a thank you note or a behind the scenes look. And those inactive subscribers, maybe they need a re-engagement email, like, hey, you still interested in hearing from us, with a juicy offer. Segmentation equals relevance. Relevance equals more clicks. More clicks equals more sales. Inside Omnisend, you can create segments with just a few clicks. It's drag and drop simple. So let's take a look at that now. If we come over here to audience and we click on segments, we can click create new segment up here in the top right. And then there's some different templates here that you can use. Now, Omnisend also has their beta AI segment creator. So you just speak to it plainly, like contacts who've been active for over 6 months but haven't purchased anything in the last 3 months. You can just type that in and the AI will generate a segment for you, which is super cool. Now, once you've got the basics down, like welcome flows, abandoned cart, and some simple campaigns, you can start building a real money machine. Here are a few more automations worth setting up. Post-purchase flow. After someone buys, send a thank you email, offer a cross-sell or upsell, and maybe ask for a review. Re-engagement flow. For people who haven't opened an email in 30+ days, offer a we miss you discount. Birthday or milestone flow. Send them something special on their birthday or subscriber anniversary. Each of these flows takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes to set up, and then they run on autopilot, earning you money in the back. You don't need to send emails every single day. You just need the right ones going to the right people at the right time. Now let's be real for a second. You're not going to be rich off email marketing in a week, but here's what can happen. If you build a small list, say 500 to 1,000 people, and treat them right, you could easily make an extra $100 to $300 per month in just a few weeks. As your list grows, so does your income. Email marketing is one of those things that snowballs. A welcome flow that brings in $20 today could be bringing in $200 a month from the same exact emails later, just with a bigger audience. And remember, this is all automated. You're not sending these emails one by one. It runs in the background. So should you start now? 100% yes. You don't need to know everything. You don't need a big audience. You don't need a crazy product. What you do need is action. Email marketing with Omnisend is simple, powerful, and actually pretty fun once you start seeing results. You'll learn just by doing. You'll improve over time. And you'll build a real digital asset, your email list, that you fully control. So go ahead, grab the free Omnisend plan, create your first flow, and start turning emails into income. If you want to get started with Omnisend, we've got that link for you and that discount code down in the description below. Now, these are affiliate links, which means we earn a small commission when you use them at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel, and they allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on Side Hustle Mastery, we explore a wide range of different side hustle ideas, strategies, and tips to help you make an extra income. So be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.